Hello and welcome to Fashion Report Friday, the video series trying to get you the most MGP from the gold saucer possible every week on Friday when judging begins for the Fashion Report minigame. This is week 359 and the theme this time around is Conqueror First Worn. The individual clues for the items include the Conqueror for your chest, Adventurer First Worn for our hands, Moccasin City for our feet, and finally Jewels of Violet for our wrist slot. In this video we have a 100 score, an 80 with dies, as well as the easiest 80 possible. Let's get to that 100. Okay, for the 100 score then, nice and simple. This week, in my opinion, I personally went for the Blood Hempen Vest of Scouting. You could also go for the Blood Hempen Vest of Striking, which shares the same model. Both of these are available from Norlays in the Pillars of Ishgard. You can get hold of the Blood Hempen Vest of Striking or Scouting from Norlays in the Pillars of Ishgard. Obviously in the Jeweled Grosier here, if you want to teleport over here in Foundations of Ishgard. Talk to Norlays, go to Zarpus of War, and then it's the Battlecraft level 60 stuff, and you'll find the Blood Hempen Vest of Striking and Scouting here for 33,323 gil. Any of those two will work. And additionally, you could also go for the Conqueror's Vest, which drops in Sorkai or Hullbreaker Isle hard mode, the Subjugator's Vest, which is from the same dungeon, or the Ghost Bark Vest of Healing from the Siren Song Sea dungeon. All of those share pretty much the same model, just a reskin, recolor of that, so those should all work for gold this week. Moving on for our arms then, these are the Makote gloves that I've used. It says Adventure First Worn. It literally means that. So these are any of the starting gear gloves that you will have when you log into your character created for the very first time. You can actually get these back from a vendor. So to get these racial gloves, obviously you can start the game with them, or if you don't happen to have those, you can go to any of the city-states, such as the Black Rabbit Trader here in New Gridania, right next to the Aetheryte actually in the Knot, and you can get your racial gear back. For example, the Mikote one, you basically want to get any of the racial gloves that you start the game with. They will cost you 42 gil to get these again though, if you don't have the ones from before. But yes, all of those will work regardless of what specific race you are. Just use whatever your race came with. And then we move on to the feet, which as you would probably predict is any moccasins. I went for the hunting moccasins. This is something I've had around for a while. It was crafted with leatherworker, but basically there are a ton of items in the game that have the word moccasin in them. This includes the Dalmal skin moccasins, the New World moccasins, wolf moccasins, and so on and so forth. There's so many. If it says moccasin, it's probably going to work. And then finally, for this 100, we have the Fluorite Bracelet, which is something that's equipable by all classes level 28 and above. This essentially is a slot for anything that is a violet-colored gemstone in a bracelet, so any of those will work. This also includes the Amethyst Bracelet, Spinel Bracelet, Wolf Spinel, that kind of stuff. You can get this from a vendor though. To get yourself a bracelet then, simply come over to Uldar Steps of Thal in the market area, go to the Goldsmith Guild teleport, walk up the steps towards Estame's Aesthetics, find the NPC Sileus, and then on the Battlecraft vendor for accessories, go down and you'll find yourself the Fluorite Bracelet for 2,544 gil, which is pretty great. It's equipable by all classes in the game level 28 and above. But yeah, with that being said, I think that's actually quite simple. But again, if you want an easier version of this, let's move on to some other solutions. So let's look at the dies. For the 80 with dies, we have ourselves a ink blue die, which is NPC vendor purchase die for 216 gil on any weapon in the game. We have Lotus Pink on any helm and legs in the game, which are crafted or from the market board. We have Salmon Pink on any chest in the game, which is another NPC vendor purchase die for 40 gil. Then we have ourselves Jet Black, unfortunately, which is a premium die, obviously from retainers or the market board or the cash shop, obviously on any feat in the game. Everything's not too bad apart from probably the boots. So with that knowledge and the knowledge of a 100, let's look at the easiest 80. And so for the easiest 80 that we could possibly make, it shouldn't really come as any surprise that basically it's just going to come down to the combination of 2 items, and the 2 easiest items to acquire in the game. So the first of which is any of the starting gear. So this is the Viera armlets on my alt here. So you can get these back for 42 gil from any of your starting city-states, such as the Black Rabbit Trader, obviously in New Gridania, if that's one place you want as an example to be used. And then combine that with any violet jeweled bracelet, such as the fluorite bracelet, which is available to everybody level 28 in the game on any class or job, which will cost you just around 2,544 gil. So 42 gil, 2,544 gil, really not that difficult as a new player or a free trial player to get access to, and pretty early into the game actually. Gil is quite simple to get, especially since you get it from your quest rewards as well. You only need an 80 score to get a maximum MGP for the week anyway. And there we go. Nice and easy. Very simple. Probably one of the easiest we'll see this side of the end of this year before 2025. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed that. A link in the description will take you to the Reddit thread where this is theorized each and every week by a huge community of people. So go check that out and give it some love. Thank you so much for watching my videos. We've got lots more planned for the following week. So much love. I'll see you all next time.